Thank you very, very much. It really is an honor and a privilege to be here this morning. Good morning, everyone, and thank you all for joining us. It's great to see such a fabulous turnout here this morning. Puts a smile on my face. Merci à vous tous de vous joindre à nous aujourd'hui. I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the FedDev President, Nancy Horstman, who's here with us as well, and through her leadership is essential in initiatives like this today. And of course, Marilyn Gladue, our Member of Parliament from Sarnia-Lambton, who we sit across from one another. We have lots of fun in the House of Commons, and it's great to be here in Sarnia as well. So thank you very much, Marilyn, for all your hard work, and it's great to see you here this morning as well. I'd like to also acknowledge, I know that we've got Mayor Mike Bradley, who I'll be meeting on later on today as well. I think he is now the longest serving mayor after my mayor, Hazel McCallion, retired. So he set the bar pretty high in Mississauga, so he's got a few more years to go, but I look forward to meeting with him later on as well. And MPP Bob Bailey, I believe, will be joining us momentarily as well. And I do want to acknowledge and take this opportunity and thank the province of Ontario as well for their leadership. I know that they recently announced $3 million for this initiative as well, so it's great to see that collaboration of the province and the federal government working together. And of course, Mike Bradley's done a great job representing this community as well. So all three levels of government are very committed to this very important initiative. I also would like to take this opportunity to thank the teams at Bioindustrial Innovation Canada and the Commercialization Center. It really is a privilege to be here among true innovators and entrepreneurs. C'est un réel privilège d'être ici parmi de vrais innovateurs et de vrais entrepreneurs. And I was especially impressed by the tour. It was a pretty quick tour, but it was a very impressive tour of the Commercialization Center this morning. It included Lambton College's Bioindustrial Research Center, so a lot of exciting things happening there. Of course, the Lambton Water Center, which is really critical. And you know, I can tell you these solutions that we're talking about here have a profound impact not only in our community, but globally as well. Most recently, I was in China. I can tell you they're looking to Canada for clean water, clean air, etc. So when it comes to these solutions that we're working on here, not only will they have a meaningful impact in our communities here in Southern Ontario and in Canada, but globally as well. And of course, the Blue Water Technology Access Center, that too was a really great initiative as well. And of course, on my tour, I saw the extent of the collaboration, and that's the key part here. The key word is collaboration amongst researchers, entrepreneurs, and their business partners. And you can see all of them coming together, and the way I describe it, that's where the magic happens. When you have everyone come together in a common space with common goals, common objectives, with a desire to really find solutions, to really help move the needle forward, to really be forward-looking. That's where the fun stuff happens. And we're witnessing a very important transition as well, ladies and gentlemen. All of you are working from a regional economy based on petrochemicals to an emerging economy based on green and sustainable biochemistry. So this is a very important transition, not only for Sarnia here in Sarnia-Lambton region, but it is an important transition for us in Canada as we compete in a new global reality with a low-carbon economy. We're talking about clean technologies that are more energy efficient, emit lower carbon emissions, and promote a healthier community. And for me, as a father of two young girls, that's what really matters. I want them to have good jobs, but I want them to live in a safe and healthy community as well. And that's what's so exciting about this. This really is a smart and forward-looking move. In the years to come, clean technologies will play an increasingly important role in Canada's transformation to a low-carbon economy. And this was one of the earlier commitments our government illustrated when the Prime Minister took an unprecedented delegation at COP21 and said, look, we are going to make a big bet on a low-carbon economy. We're going to make a big bet on hitting our climate change targets. But the way we're going to do that is through innovation. And that's going to be absolutely essential. And so that's what we're seeing here firsthand today. Dans les années à venir, les technologies propres joueront un rôle de plus en plus important dans la transformation du Canada en une économie à faible émission de carbone. So this region is an example of how the environment and the economy go hand in hand. And that's a key message for our government as well. We believe to have a strong, robust, innovative economy, it's not separate than having a clean environment. They go hand in hand. And this region's success shows that conservation and innovation are competitive advantages. In short, this region is a great example of our government's vision in action. And when I say vision, I want to talk specifically about our innovation agenda. Our aim, ladies and gentlemen, is to make Canada a global center for innovation. That is our vision. Notre but est de faire du Canada un pôle mondial de l'innovation, one that creates jobs, and that's really important. Good quality jobs, high-paying jobs, meaningful jobs, drives growth across all sectors. So we're not talking about the environment or sustainable energy. We're talking about growth in every single sector in our economy and improving the quality of life for ourselves and for future generations. Because of their potential to promote a healthier planet, the innovations that result from this region have the potential to improve the lives of people around the world. And that's innovation on a global scale. So China is just one example, but there's so many other parts of the world that are looking to Canada for this leadership. There's enormous opportunity for Canada to become a global leader in clean technologies. Just to put it in context, I think numbers tell a very compelling story. The global market for sustainable chemistry in 2015 was around $11 billion. And in 2020, so I'm just talking about a few years from now, I'm not talking 10, 20, 30 years, just a few years from now, it'll be $100 billion. Look at the growth, tenfold. So the potential is enormous, ladies and gentlemen. This region has seized those opportunities. BioAmber, for example, is a fine example of that smart risk-taking in action. This international company chose Sarnia as the home of the world's largest plant for renewable chemicals used in plastic products. These investments create jobs for local residents and attract other people and companies to the community. So it's creating that ecosystem. It's creating that supplier base. It's creating those expertise. So I look forward to hearing more from Mike Hartman, the Executive Vice President of BioAmber, because one of the ways that this government is supporting diverse economy through its regional development agency, or supporting diversifying the economy, is through a regional development agency. So not only are we working with individuals like Mike, but we're working with a very strong team here. And as I mentioned, Nancy is here. And in this region, the Federal Economic Development Agency for Southern Ontario, or FedDev Ontario, plays a key role in identifying opportunities for growth. The agency makes strategic investments that build on our country's regional advantages. So we recognize we have a strong mandate to grow the economy, but we must really leverage the unique attributes within the regions. In the Sarnia-Lambton area, just to give you another example, because I'm an accountant by background, my wife's an accountant, so numbers is what we talk at home. FedDev Ontario has invested more than $22 million in 48 projects. So it's a significant footprint here in Sarnia-Lambton. This investment includes a $12 million to BioAmber for the construction of its state-of-the-art production facility, which brings me to the exciting news today, to Bioindustrial Innovation Canada, or BIC as it's commonly known. Since 2008, BIC has been a champion for this region. It has understood the enormous potential of combining the chemical manufacturing routes that define Sarnia with sustainable technologies. BIC has invested in small and medium-sized companies and provided them with the resources to get their products to market faster. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to announce that the Government of Canada, through FedDev Ontario, is investing up to $12 million in Bioindustrial Innovation Canada. This investment will expand the services provided by BIC that strengthen the emerging biochemical sector in this region. It will create the right conditions for innovation to flourish, and it will help Canadian businesses develop the clean technologies that gives them a competitive advantage in the global marketplace. This funding will support the Centre for the Commercialization of Sustainable Chemistry Innovations, and the Centre is to be a one-stop shop that provides access to the research, facilities, and business expertise needed to grow and to get new products and services to market faster. The investment will support internships for students at Lambton College, and I'm a big fan of that. I taught at Waterloo, I was at Ryerson. I know firsthand the importance of internships and co-op and the impact that has on young people when they're trying to find meaningful employment. And it will also support a fund that provides small and medium-sized businesses with the seed capital they need to commercialize their technology, and that's really key. It's the commercialization aspect of it. But most importantly, this project is expected to create more than 470 jobs, and strengthen the middle class over the next few years. What I like most about this project is that it leverages the unique strengths and expertise in Sarnia to attract new opportunities for economic growth. So congratulations to Bioindustrial Innovation Canada, Félicitations Bioindustrial Innovation Canada, and I look forward to following this region's progress as it continues to evolve into a hub of green and sustainable biochemical manufacturing. Thank you very much. Merci.